We have all heard of the hereditary hair loss or the genetic hair loss seen in both men and women, the kind of hair loss which causes severe thinning and severe baldness. We all know somebody who has a hereditary hair loss, and the approach to it is totally different because the entire body behaves very differently in a hereditary hair loss. So, let us understand the four customized steps. So, when we talk about a hereditary hair loss, it can be a male pattern baldness or a female pattern baldness, or a male pattern thinning or a female pattern thinning. We have spoken about this in detail. A male pattern thinning becomes obvious in the age when the person becomes hormonally active. After 16 to 17 years of age till the age of 25, we see a lot of men facing a lot of thinning. It happens in this age very rampantly, whereas a very few females start seeing that kind of thinning at such a young age. The female pattern hair loss or the female pattern thinning sometimes becomes evident when the female is perimenopausal or reaching menopause. So we see a lot of women after 45 or 50 having severe hair thinning, and this is because of the female pattern baldness. So timely action is most important. So in all cases of hair loss, timely action is important. But in this pattern thinning or baldness, the problem is that if we do not act on time, the follicles get totally damaged. There is irreversible damage, and there is so much thinning that the scalp is seen that the person starts looking bald. So here, timely action is even more important, because if you delay, we may not be able to grow back the own hair and we may have to go for a transplant. So when the person comes to you, we have to first counsel the person, because sometimes the person reaches you very late and a lot of hair follicles are dead, and medicine with all its advancements still cannot make dead alive. So we have to talk to them about the extent of damage and what kind of recovery is possible and what kind of regrowth is possible. This becomes a very important step to make them understand that at least we can stop further deterioration immediately. We can grow back certain extent of hair, and if they come too late, certain hair is irreversibly damaged and that cannot be grown back. Testosterone inhibitor tablets are absolutely a game changer in this situation, because the problem is because of the imbalance of the metabolism of testosterone. So when we start giving testosterone inhibitors, people see really good results. These tablets may not be indicated in all forms of thinning, but wherever you see that the thinning is happening because of the excess of testosterone or the metabolism of testosterone in the body, where we start seeing that the hair in the crown area is begin to thin very quickly, and there is some amount of baldness also visible. These tablets help a lot. They are not recommended in childbearing age because a pregnant woman is not supposed to take them, but other than that, they are US FDA approved tablets and used globally. Also, hair vitamin supplementation, though this is not the first line of treatment, but an abundance of nutrition in the body definitely improves the coping mechanism of the body and gives better results when the other things are in place. So I always put in a hair vitamin supplement, and here I look for hair regrowth stimulation. I would not just give a hair nourishing tonic or a hair oil, whereas I would give something which is focused to vasodilatation, which makes sure that there is regrowth of hair, which makes sure that even if there is hair fall, the follicles do not get permanently damaged and keeps the follicle alive. So regrowth tonic plays a very important role here. Ketoconazole shampoo is also proven to arrest this kind of a testosterone excess at the level of the scalp. So giving a ketoconazole shampoo 2 times a week or at least once a week, one, it enhances the penetration of the regrowth tonic, and secondly, by itself, ketoconazole has some action in those excess testosterone at the level of the hair follicles. It can somehow balance it out. There are studies proving that. So a ketoconazole shampoo helps. So results become visible in 6 to 8 weeks, especially if you're using a hair regrowth tonic and you are using testosterone inhibitors. They even come back to you saying that they have seen regrowth of hair. But here, lifetime maintenance is compulsory, because when it is hereditary or genetic, that's how your body behaves. You can change the end result, but you will not be able to completely change the behavior of the body. So some kind of maintenance regime is compulsory for the rest of the life, as long as they want to maintain their hair. Derma rollers help. So here I would go for an aggressive treatment as soon as possible because I do not want to take the chance that I acted very late and by that time a lot of irreversible damage was done. So derma rollers work well, hair mesotherapy works well, and PRP, if the person can afford it, is incredibly useful because the growth factors are injected and this makes sure that the follicles don't die and the person doesn't get into irreversible damage. So this was about the fifth and the genetic form of hair loss. I will tell you how to sum it all together. What are the few things you must remember? But I am looking forward to your feedback and I'm looking forward to hear that you could put all this together and now it's super simplified for you to understand why one is different from the other and how there are minor tweaks depending on the reason for your hair loss. But these minor tweaks are what makes all the difference.